Hi everyone, I'm back for chapter 12. Captain, a pirate yelled. The boy! Jack, May shouted, and ran for the side, only for Philip to stop her. Mermaid tier, the prince mouthed, and May nodded. Jack, May shouted again. Oh, I am so upset that you're overboard. I just hope that you can survive. She winked at Philip, who looked at her oddly. She shrugged in response. Whatever was going on, it might not hurt to have someone who could do some rescuing if the situation called for it. Ah, one less of ye to worry about, Bluebeard said without a trace of a smile. Tie up the other two lads, and then we'll set about learning about what we need to know from this pan. Weighted fishing nets appeared out of nowhere, falling straight at them. The weighted sides of the net slammed down onto the deck, crashing May and Philip down to the wooden planks, Philip landing beneath May. Through the holes of the net, May watched booted feet walk away with the screaming pan, while other booted feet ran around following the captain's orders. And then an extremely non-booted foot stopped right in front of May's face. That foot was so non-booted, in fact, that it was just bone. It's supposed to be a peg leg, May said, shaking her head. Your whole stupid magical world can't get anything right, can it? The pirate with the bone foot bent down and looked at May with what appeared to be his one good eye. The man I took this from wasn't using it, lovey. Why use a peg when I can get myself the whole foot? 'Cause feet don't work that way, she yelled. Where are the ligaments, the muscles, the tendons? You can't walk on bones. There's nothing holding them together. The bones would just all fall apart. He smiled, showing off a mouth with only 2 teeth, and those on opposite sides. Intimidating, The one eye rolled over Philip and May, and the smile dropped. The captain wants me to be questioning you two. I assume your friend, the one who just disappeared low the waves, won't be doing much talking. Not if he's been drowned. He wasn't much of a friend, May said. Right, Philip? Ah, the prince said, and too late May realized that she'd never heard him lie before. He continued, but stopped as May elbowed him hard. We were on an urgent mission, Philip said finally. If you let us go, we will have our thanks. I'll have your thanks, Bonefoot said. What would I be wanting those for? Thanks ain't no currency I've never heard of. Now get to explainin' why you be needin' a fairy queen. It's a long story, May told him. We need a dress for the ball and can't find one in our size. Is there someone else around we can talk to? Someone who's not using a bunch of disconnected bones as a foot? Perhaps the captain, Philip said. No one's speaking to anyone's till I'm ready for ye to be, the pirate said, poking at May with the bone hand. Really, a bone hand too? Yeah, there was no way that could work. And I'm not bein' done with ye yet. Now how did ye end up in the land of never? How do you think, May yelled. One of the little kid adults let us in. Did you not notice that Pan hated us just as much as you? Also, I refuse to accept that you can point with bones not connected by anything. A few more of the smelliest, dirtiest, beardedest men May had ever seen approach the net. Those men with eyes glared meanly at them. Those missing eyes just eye-patched them, but equally as meanly. Maybe ye were fightin' the pan, and maybe ye weren't, the pirate with the skeleton limbs said, raising an eyebrow as he poked May in the leg. Where's your proof? She kicked back hard, but only ended up hitting Philip instead. They're allies, the pan, the pirate yelled from beyond May's vision. They're all goat people too, more than likely, yelled another. Let's cut 'em up and see, a third one yelled, this one brandishing a nasty-looking curved knife. Quiet, you bilge rat-eaten swine, roared a voice, and the pirates instantly went silent. The group split apart, revealing Captain Bluebeard, now extremely panless. Captain Bluebeard, sir, Bonefoot said, respectfully lowering his head. They claim to have know nothing about the pan, Cap'n. That said, we ain't been seeing proof of it yet. Does they now, Skinny? Captain Bluebeard declared, his eyes twinkling as he lay one hand on the hilt of the sword at his waist. And yet the pan just claimed that he knows who these children be, just as he knows of me. Says they're important types to some important type person. How would he have been going on about getting such information about 2 children without any alliance with them? As a prince, I cannot lie, Captain, Philip said. You may take me at my word. We are just as much victims of Pan as your crew was. The crew gasped and May slapped her forehead. The prince sometime wasn't the most worldly of Well, anyone. A prince, Bluebeard said, a smirk growing in his beard like some kind of fungus. Some might have believed it not being in their best interest to tell a bunch of pirates such as me crew that ye be royalty, and therefore in the care o' rich parents that might be a payin to see that head still attached to the neck of yours. Philip, May shouted, pushing the now shocked prince backward before he could say anything to make things worse. Let me handle this! Listen, Captain Pirate Guy, we're on a deadline here, so save the ransom threats for later, okay? You can do whatever you want to Pan. I might even help you. But you heard us say we needed help of a fairy queen, and we do, urgently. Right now, it sounds like the only one is underwater, right where you stuck our other friend. May tried to look sad, fake grieving over Jack's fake death. But his absence did worry her. How long did it take to swim back to the surface? Was he okay down there? Or was he planning some elaborately stupid rescue that will get them all killed? The last one, of course. Ye be in luck then, girl, the captain said, his eye twinkling dangerously. It just so happens that I be lookin' for something down beneath the waves as well. So maybe there be some sort of agreement we can come to. Agreement? May asked, her eyes narrowing suspiciously. Like what kind of agreement? If you need money, we can get it, eventually. His castle isn't exactly close, but... Oh, no money, Bluebeard said, leaning down to look her right in the eye. No, I want something much more valuable from ye two. I want the sea witch too, and you're going to bring her to me. And that is the end of chapter 12. See you guys later.